And welcome aboard, welcome back, well, all aboard for another crazed, probably episode of How Not to Game with Callie Jack on the Dive Rex channel. I'm your host, Callie Jack. These are the semi-trans sessions, specifically the Devil's Towers Fixit 1969 game sessions. This is where I've gone into a previous game I've run at a certain point where the chaos began to get out of control to see if I can keep it under control instead of making it a mayhem map. And yes, down the road there will be a counterpoint series where I see just how crazy and jammed up with tracks I can go before I crash the system. I'm betting about 200 train routes. That's about it, or routes period. So there's some new cars available out there. We'll take a peek at some of those new vehicles here in a few minutes. And I'm just taking a peek, seeing if things have gotten to the point. I got a cleanup to do from a glitch I made. Let's go ahead and clean that glitch. And it is time to begin expanding all the lines to 4 station deep. Let them come in and load all the way. The reason is I've got a theory that soon I'm going to be expanding how things are going. Now I do see a spot that I can fix something on, but we're not going to do that yet. And I am considering doing a bulk steel yard over here to connect in and kill Dudsworth stop or merge it into the main smelting yard stop. That's something I haven't shown in this series, I don't think that much, is merging stops. I've just been blowing them out instead of merging them. It's cheaper to blow them out and put them back in. Looking things over, everything's looking fairly decent. I am considering a way to take out this double curve, this S curve, and straightening it out and making it just a straight feed in. I'm also considering a few other things as I go along. One thing I'm considering is whether it's time to make another pot of coffee. Pot of coffee number 1 for the day of recording is just about done. As we can see, the signals do tend to work to an extent. Got him holding back there where I need him to hold that till this guy cleans his next signal. And it is time to consider putting a faster train, I think, and a bigger train on the logging train there, which is Planck's constant. He's been losing money consistently. Maybe it's time to see what we can do to make some money. So Planck's constant is currently running a BR, which has a top speed of 80. Yep, 80 kilometers an hour. I don't think I can get up to 100 clicks an hour on those cars. We'd have to go check a peek. Let's take a peek over here. But I am going to tell him to go to the depot. Whoops. Go ahead and deliver. Unload only. Unfortunately, he'd reset back, so we need to find a way to have him go unload only. And I'm going to need to go into schedule. Yeah, his schedule's set back. Let's turn him back, set him back so he goes to the correct point. There we go. Out of scheduling now, he'll turn around, come back in, deliver, and then I can send him over to take and get done the correct way. And we're gonna make certain I highlight him out so we can send him to depot. Over at the depot, looking at the Planks cars. Planks cars can do 130 clicks. 90 is the top speed on logging cars. So the Planks cars are an available option for me to continue doing this. Close that depot out. We're going to see which depot he's going to dispatch back to by going to the nearest depot. Finishing off that last cup of the first pot of coffee of the day. Took about 4.5 hours. But part of that was because of between the feline patio occupational forces, which is the neighborhood feral cats who have taken over my patio, and of course, feeding them. Yes, I feed them. That's part of why they are still occupying them, I know. But at the same time, I'm a nice guy. What can I say? Too nice for my own good, probably. And kind of gonna go to follow along until he gets into the depot. He's in the depot. Depot's now centered. By doing that, we're gonna take out that obsolete engine. Put in front. He was this guy here. You know what? Let's try this. And putting on 2 more cars. Better yet, I got a better idea. There we go. Put both of those engines on now. Go to append and add on. .95 is a good speed. Let's see how much better that runs. It's going to cost us more. We're going to make less money. But at the same time, with speed, even though there's only a 2% for the wood, if I remember right, let's double check. Go down here, open up the goods, make certain we're on show used only. Planks, 4%. So it's a 4% per click if we're below, or 4% per loss per step on speed. So by getting him up to a certain speed, we'll be doing better. For planks, that actually happens to be 108's the current speed for cargo. Wow. I'm finding that. Interesting. Yes, you can sort by name of the items, by its revenue, by how much it's going to make you per 100 tiles, and that's actually a good way to take and have it set up. You can sort by the bonus over here, so you know these guys at top need the fastest trains. These guys, not so fast. Matter of fact, anything under 5, I generally don't worry about going under its stated speed by too much. It's not going to lose enough unless it's waste. And waste, just go to as slow as you can because it's a 0%. Same with the ACC stones. I can actually go to a cheaper train and deliver as long as he's in a certain speed that won't slow down the line too much. looking at things here. Halfway through the episode, I'm seeming kind of distraught. It's because I'm trying to figure out what do I want to do. Um, Coming back over to the sawmill yard, I gotta make certain I do have 4. Yes, I did have 4. So that train is gonna function. And I believe I should also have, let's double check him and see what's servicing the yard. So you can see which lines service your yard, and it'll also tell you lineless convoys servicing this stop. So I got the planks constant, I got the blue ox period, and the SL Bunyon line, which are the 2 log lines. And I'm thinking about consolidating the log lines next, and then adding in here a siding yard or a quick siding so that they can pass at more than just where they can pass now. Then again, I may not. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is extending this out, because it does look like over here, yeah, we've got a full train load waiting. You know what? Let's go ahead and extend the lines, and we'll start thinking about expanding these guys because they could use an upgrade. And I think I'll take and bring them where they're on their own line. I'm going to put them on a slower 55 and slightly cheaper run to pull more cars. So we're going to open up onto him, let him deliver into the location we're delivering to. Picks up a good head of speed coming off those slopes, so that does help him. And we're going to need longer inbox lines. And go ahead and change those out to the black inputs, so I know those are an input line and dedicated inputs. What I don't have is the one that goes to the other spot that parries the servicing, which is, lo and behold, first things first, go to depot. Thank you. When you get to the depot, we'll deal with you. He also delivers to the factory, the Homely Chateau. So I need to take and get a train to go to the Homely Hotel. Nearest dispatch is going to be Twin Manors. Let's go ahead and set up. We're going to do the exact same thing, except we're going to use planks. Take it down to 95. We're going to be adding a new line coming out of here and going over to our furniture factory. And we do have some signaling issues over here at the furniture factory to deal with as well. Make certain we're 100% that line, and we're going to need to take and figure out what this is. This is going to be Homely parity. The Homely parity flanker. And start him off. He's probably not going to make as much money as I'd like, but then again, down the road, we can always fix these things. Now, as I said, I have a signaling issue here. signaling is that one or this one? This one. There we go. And then take out that signal there. Oops, there on that one. And this, by being higher speed, lets them come back out and turn back onto the lines at a higher speed. We're also going to go ahead and do this to take and make it so he can't back out of the yard. It is going to add to one of the other routes a little bit more, but oh well. We're trying to make these much more like a real yard. I'm also thinking down the road of getting rid of this zigzag downhill, uphill. And to do that, I would probably do a raise right about here and then do like a drop on this line out in the middle of the siding. Not exactly the nicest thing to do, but we'll see. So I'm going to cut this episode short. We're going to only run about 17 minutes. Thanks for watching. I'm Callie Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.